How to install an embedded irrigation system just for small gardens. Difficulty level 1 hammer. Take advantage of embedded irrigation and reduce your water consumption by 30% with a low-pressure system. This system uses just one irrigation circuit for an average-sized garden. You will need a 4-way connector, 2 timers connected to your tap if you want to add a drip-fed irrigation system, a selection of sprinklers, an adjusting tool, hose connectors, a reel of 16mm pipe, and plaster. You will need a flat spade, a hoe, a weeding hoe, a rake, a pair of secateurs or a tube cutter, a hammer, some wooden posts, and string. Similar in design to a full-sized embedded irrigation system, the low-pressure irrigation system uses sprinklers which deliver at least 30% less water. If you have a flow rate of 22 liters per minute from your garden tap, you have plenty of water to feed a sufficient number of sprinklers for an average-sized garden. The system is also different in that it uses a smaller diameter hose, 16 mm instead of the usual 25 mm. On a sheet of graph paper, draw a plan of your garden and mark the location of the sprinklers. This system comprises sprinklers which spray an adjustable circle of water, as well as models capable of irrigating a rectangular area of garden. A plus for the irrigation points. Mark the starting point of the irrigation circuit, usually near the garden tap. Mark the types of sprinklers required on the plan and their connectors. For the water supply, a 4-way connector will allow you to add a timer to control the sprinklers. Another for the drip-fed network, while being able to take water from the 2 remaining supplies. Follow the plan and lay out your sprinkler network using a post for each sprinkler. Join them together with string to show the route of the pipes. Mark out the ditches by sprinkling a little plaster. Then remove the string and the posts. Cutting the grass very short before you start will make the task easier. The quickest way of concealing the 10 cm wide ditches you dug is to remove strips of turf, laying them on the soil so they are easy to replace. Use a flat spade to cut the soil on one side. Then cut the other side to remove the turf. Use the hoe to smooth the trench. Now rake the bottom of the trench and remove the soil with the hoe. For safety, it should be at least 20 centimeters deep. Start with the sprinkler the furthest away. Connect it to the pipe with a screwed connector. Use a post as a support behind the sprinkler for now. Attach it with masking tape to keep it upright. Unwind the hose pipe carefully inside the trench until you reach the next sprinkler or a corner. Cut the hose pipe with secateurs or a tube cutter. Connect the next sprinkler using the easy screw-fit connector. Continue round towards the tap at the start of the circuit. Your garden water tap will provide enough water for the network. Screw the 4-way connector to the tap and add a timer for the irrigation circuit, and another if you want a drip-fed network. Avoid having both networks operating at the same time to maintain a good supply rate. Turn on the water. Check none of the joints is leaking and the sprinklers are working properly. Use the tip of the key to adjust the flow rate and the range of the sprinkler. First, replace the soil around the sprinklers, making sure they brush the soil. Use a batten placed across the sides of the trench. Replace the soil using the rake. Finish by replacing the strips of turf. Tamp the soil down well to level it again. Select the frequency and duration of the irrigation. Connect the timer to a rain detector to prevent the system watering the garden if there is no need. When winter comes, you should disconnect and put away the timers. The system can make do with a lower supply rate, avoiding the need for multiple circuits, which saves water.